guys, this is Randy. I just wanted to take a minute and try to encourage you around a topic that I struggle with sometimes, actually for a long time, if I were to be honest, and some things that have kind of helped me think about this in a little different terms. So I wanted to share those with you, and that is being a spiritual leader in your house. So there's a number of reasons why this is very important. First, the most obvious is it's biblical. So if you check out Ephesians 5:23, the husband is the head of the wife as Christ is the head of the church. Now, don't get a big head over that, because if you continue to read in 5:25, it says that husbands were supposed to love our wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. So that's a pretty tall order. The next thing is, and this is a really interesting perspective, we are charged to prepare our wives and our children to stand before God someday. And it's a pretty big order there. If you read Proverbs 22:6, it says, "Train up a child in the way they should go, and when they get old, they will not depart from it." And so it particularly applies to children. So this is, again, it's a big responsibility, and we have to put effort into this. Another reason is because we are a model of God to our kids. So children, to some extent or another, will fill in the blanks of their understanding of God with attributes that they see in us as dads. And that can be kind of scary sometimes. So if we think about how we react when they're having tough times, are we showing compassion? Are we showing unconditional love when they make mistakes? Are we showing them and involving them in serving and loving others, orphans and widows? Do they see us pray on a daily basis? And certainly, do we model prayer as the go-to when we're trying to make big decisions? And do we model giving for them? And one of the last things is that the spiritual well-being of your children is extremely critical to your wife. I can't overemphasize this. And if we don't step up and do these things, your wife is going to step up and do that. And that's not the way God wants it to be. That's not how he described it in the Bible, in his word. So guys, this is our responsibility to do this. But I will say lastly, if you are able to do this well, nothing is as sexy to your wife as you owning the spiritual leadership of your household. So we'll be following this up with some practical tips and maybe some links and things that can kind of help remind you of these things and maybe give you some ideas about how to go about doing this. All right, take care.